I want to put together something quick to just walk you guys through the power of Search Console or Webmaster Tools, as it used to be called, because I do a lot of consults with SEOs and agencies, and it always astounds me how few of them actually know how to tap into this and get the data out. So all you're gonna do is log in to Webmaster Tools, click on the site that you like, and then just come here to Search Analytics and click on this. And this is honestly probably the most powerful SEO report that you can have, because what it tells you is it tells you the keywords that you're showing up for in Google and how many clicks you're getting per month, how many impressions you're getting, the click-through rate of that keyword, and the average position. You can also drill down into the pages by the same token, so you can see the pages that are getting traffic, the pages that are getting impressions, the click-through rate of the URLs, the countries. Is it mobile? Is it desktop? Is it tablet? You can also look at images and videos, and you can also go back to up to 90 days or compare to date periods. So you can look at how your traffic has fared from one month to the next. So it's really powerful. The main limitation of this is that you can only go back 90 days. So I like to try and go back as many as possible. And again, you can kind of see how things trend over time. So let's just dive into this real quick and run through it. So I like to start here with just the queries, right? So these are the queries that you're showing up for in Google, and then the number of clicks you're getting. You can also add impressions, click-through rate, and positions. So you can have all of them going at the same time. Just ignore these two things right here. I have a browser plugin that adds the volume and cost per click, but you can just see here how many clicks you're getting, the impressions, again, the click-through rate and the position. So there's a number of things that you can get out of this data. You can look at how your branded search is performing. You can look at your top other keywords. You can look at, I mean, there's just no end to different segmentation that you can do with this data, right? And then, like I said, again, you can switch this over to pages, so you can understand which pages on your site are getting the most traffic. This is actually my favorite thing to do is I click on one of the pages, and then I come back over here to queries, and I add this on. So what this does is it filters this report for one page, and then you can actually see all of the keywords that are driving to that page, and the clicks, the impressions, the click-through rate, and the average position. So really, really, really powerful tool. I mean, a lot of SEOs complain that they don't have keyword data. This is it right here. This is literally every single keyword over the last 90 days that has driven traffic to that page. And again, you can just go back to the page. You can just play with a filter. We can remove this here. So just reset, go back to the top pages, and we can look at the home page, right? And I can say, okay, what are the queries that are driving traffic to my home page through organic search, branded search, and then a bunch of keywords, my name. So again, and we can filter by click-through rate. We can see which keywords are driving the highest click-through rate. We can check out the rankings of these keywords. We can see which ones are getting the most impressions. All these different really, really powerful things that we can then do. So that's really one of the things that you can do. Again, you can compare this over to date range. So we can say compare to the last 28 days. We can get a breakdown, right? So we can see how it performed from one month to the next. This is really powerful. I do this for a lot of clients. This is one really good way to track how you're progressing. Another thing that I really like to do, so I'm just going to remove this filter really quickly. And again, I know I'm running through this quickly, but it's really just to give you an idea of what you can do with this tool. You can come back in and play with yourself. You can look at the countries, and you can see, where you're showing up for different keywords. You can look at devices. This is actually very powerful, so we can filter for just mobile. Let me go back. I'm going to remove the state comparison. I'm just going to go back to last 28 days, last 90 days. I really like to look at the most data amount as possible, so we can see how we're progressing over time. And I can actually give you some insight. So basically what happened was we redesigned our site right around here, right around the end of December. And you can see, let me just remove these things. So you can see the traffic massively dropped around this time period. And what I found out was that our developer, he laid some extra code on the site that was really hindering how search engines were accessing the page. You can see once we removed that, we got it right back up. So there's a lot of different checkups you can do in here. Another thing that I really, really like to do is I like to look at, you can actually filter by images. So if you're in a specific niche that is very, very image heavy, like people are always looking, like real estate, right? People are always looking for images of Miami condos. This can help you to optimize the images on your site to drive more traffic through image search. You can drive a ton of traffic through here. Another one, and you'll see this is pretty cool, is video. So you can see we actually just started, we implemented a video sitemap, and we started doing some markups, and you can see how the traffic has increased on video searches to the site over the last 90 days. So it's not a ton, but 72 is better than none, right? And we're continuing to implement more of these best practices to drive that traffic up. So again, these are just some of the things that you can do with this report. I mean, the main thing is to really, let's go back to web, is to look at these things. I have mobile on here too. Let me do this actually. Filter by video to give you a better picture, because we're actually dropping a lot of traffic to videos. So this is a better picture, right? I had the mobile filter on. So make sure that no filters are on. So you can see how when we implemented that, the video sitemap, you can see the traffic just going way up, and it's really, really helped us out specifically for, and these are the videos. We can also look at the pages for which to drive the most traffic to. And again, understanding what people are searching for videos, this is gonna help us to optimize our content for the future, right? So we understand that just how to better optimize our content. So again, there's so much stuff that you can do with this report. You know, most notably is just clicks and impressions. You know, what are we showing up for, and how's that trending over time? But again, if you can start to understand this data and do some advanced segmentation, there's really no end. So I just wanted to put this together real quick to give you kind of a topical run through, because so many people overlook this report, and it's honestly probably the most powerful SEO report that it is. And oh, by the way, it's free. So this actually got rid of our need for keyword tracking tools and a lot of the other garbage that's out there these days for solutions that you just don't need, because you can get it all right here from Search Console for absolutely free. So if you have any questions, go ahead and leave them underneath this video, and we'll get them answered for you. So until next time, guys, take care.